excited with you. Hello. All right. Welcome, fellow travelers, to this cosmic occasion. Whatever your origin or station or species, you are dear to Dave and Michelle, and your presence ennobles these proceedings. Thank you for voyaging to be with us today. May you linger long among us and return safely at warp speed. The purpose of this gathering is to consecrate the marriage of Michelle and Dave. Of all the beings in every known world, they have found each other and are committed to travel together. Theirs is a lifelong voyage. Like any epic journey, they will encounter challenges, hardships, and hostilities along the way. May their passion sustain them, and may their fierce love help them triumph and flourish. Many of my words today reflect not my humble insights, but rather the learnings of generations of beings who have lived, laughed, loved, and embraced the Force. Let the words of these wise ones inspire us as we hold Michelle and Dave in a great circle of love and send them forth into the universe. My revered Grand Master, Yoda, taught me that my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings we are, not this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you, here, between you, me, the rock, everywhere. Michelle and Dave, this holiday is yours, where we all share with you the hope that this day brings us closer to freedom and to harmony and to peace. No matter how different we appear, we're all the same in our struggle against the powers of evil and darkness. In your lives before this moment, you have each followed separate paths. Those unique voyages have led you to each other and to the love that you have come to share. You have chosen today, in the presence of your loving family and friends, to embark on a new journey, one in which you will follow a shared trajectory from this day forward. Like the twin suns that once circled Tatooine, the separate lives you've lived illuminate your life together. The world you share will continue to evolve. As Shmi Skywalker observed, you can't stop the change any more than you can stop the suns from setting. My friends, you both and your love will evolve with each revolution of the sun. Michelle and Dave, are you now prepared to commit yourselves to a life together, traveling side by side together amid an uncertain universe?
We will.
Will you honor the Force in one another, always knowing that when in a dark place we find ourselves, a little more knowledge lights our way?
We will.
All right, may I have the rings? Or the baby Yoda? Perfect. You can keep holding it up then. Okay. Boom. Here you go. Here you go. You're welcome. Dave and Michelle have chosen to exchange their rings as a sign of their commitment. The circle represents the earth, the sun, and the universe. It symbolizes wholeness, perfection, and unity. Like circles, these rings have no beginning and no end. They are a fitting symbol to link these two souls forever. May these rings adorn you like the rings of the planets. May their precious metal remind you daily of the treasure that is your love. May they forever be infused with your best intentions for one another, and may they sparkle with the power of the Force. Michelle, please place the ring on Dave's finger and make your vow to him. I'm going to do that, or you want to project? Let's do that.
Closer. I'm pretty loud. For those that know me, you all know how loud I can be. Dave, I once heard that marriage is the greatest adventure of them all. It's filled with pitfalls and setbacks and mistakes, but it's a journey worth taking because you take it together. So I stand here today ready to have your back in any lightsaber duel because you view me as your ally. I stand here today ready to be your co-pilot because you won't be upset if we're flying half a ship and it's my fault. And I stand here today ready to learn to use the Force for good because you always seek wisdom and balance. The biggest adventure is what lies ahead, and I cannot wait to start this adventure with you. I love you, always.
Dave, please place the finger on Michelle's ring and make your vow. Or honor. There you go.
The ring on.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Michelle, when I look into your amazing brown eyes, I see a beautiful, intelligent, independent, and driven woman. And from the first day we texted each other, I knew you were someone special. I knew the Force was strong with this one. Our conversations were unlike any I had before, and I wanted to see how far we could go. Now look where we are. Over these last few years, I've seen you take on challenges unlike anyone I've known. When we first met, you were working hard to finish your fellowship at Mayo Clinic, and you did. But that was not enough. You then worked for different startups and companies, growing your skills and building your network, but that was not enough. Then you started your own business and juggled multiple clients at once, but that was not enough. So you rekindled your love of running and started running marathons. And yes, that was not enough. So you started running 100-mile ultra marathons. But alas, that was not enough. So you started running 250-mile ultra marathons. But of course, that was not enough. And while you chose to take on these challenges, I've been even more impressed on how you handled the challenges you did not choose, like dealing with a worldwide pandemic as a doctor working 3 shifts for many days and surviving on Monster energy drinks. Along with working through multiple business challenges, some of which most people have never have to face, and finally taking on the challenge of providing a loving home to unexpected little fur babies that you found on the windowsill or that needed special help that few other people could provide. And through all these challenges, I've been by your side, lending an ear when you needed someone to listen, providing a shoulder when you needed a place to cry, and lending advice even when you didn't ask for it. Individually, we are both very independent and driven people. Together, we are so much more. We've tackled many challenges together, had many adventures, and imagined many dreams that I can't wait to realize together. Michelle, you are one of the most amazing people I know. I am proud of who you have become, and I'm excited to grow with you as we both work together to reach our individual goals and our goals as a couple. I promise to challenge you to be the best you can be, and I will work each day to be the best I can be. I promise to support your dreams and ambition, no matter how many running shoes you have to go through. I promise to be patient and listen. I promise to start each morning with courage and optimism. I promise to be your co-pilot as we tackle life's challenges, enjoy life's rewards, and experience life's adventures day after day. I promise to always be your ally, your defender, and your companion through the trials and triumphs of our journey together. And finally, I promise to never stop loving you. Michelle, I can't wait to start the next chapter of our lives and live the life we've dreamed of together.
I read like a paragraph. I got a whole book read to me.
Michelle and Dave, this is a new day, a new beginning. Remember that your focus determines your reality. The force will be with you always. You will fear nothing, for all is as the force wills it. You may now kiss the bride. There you go. It is my great pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Drager. You guys go or what? I think you guys go.
time, if I could please have everybody rise up out of your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new Mr. and Mrs. Dragon! Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, go wild! And folks, give yourselves a big round of applause. You guys, definitely a hype party. And with that, folks,
Go out, find the evildoer, and she would find a phone booth. Michelle and Midget would get in the phone booth, spin around, and there'd be a flashlight and a puff of smoke, and out would hop Super Michelle and Super Midget. And they would go find this perpetrator and undo the crime, get the toys back that were stolen or whatever, what bad thing happened. And I talked to Michelle about talking about this here, and when I was thinking about it, I realized that Michelle is still super. she's not Super Michelle anymore. There are no more phone booths to jump into, and Midget's been long gone. But Michelle is still super to me, and when you heard Dave's vows today, you can tell why. You know, she runs 1,000 miles a day, got about 40 jobs, and she's found a new sidekick instead of Midget. So we've got Dave here, and I'm not quite too altogether real sure about him, but I don't know if he's going to be a real Midget substitute, but based on what I've seen so far, he's making quite a bit of progress in that direction. And I'm proud of both of them. We love them all, and we even like them. So I'd like to propose a toast, even though I don't have a drink in my hand, to the happy couple here.
folks, let's hear it for father of the bride, everybody.
I don't have a long speech like the other Dave did. But I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that you two got married, and you're perfect for each other. And that just makes me very happy. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I met Michelle about 9 years ago. I hired her to work in a lab that I was helping run, and in the process acquired a little bratty sister I never really wanted. But happy that I'm still here and she's still here. It's been a very interesting 9 years, I guess I'll say, with her. She was basically fresh out of training when I hired her, so she was kind of a naive little girl, I guess you'll say. It's one of the problems of spending 22 years in school getting your doctorate like we do is you kind of stay an adolescent. And I'm very proud of the physician that she's become and the human that she's become. Couldn't be more pleased that she's found a life partner to support her through all her adventures and to love her and take care of her, and I wish you guys the best.
Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it. Very well done.
I love you. You're a man.
So a toast to Michelle and Dave on their wedding day. Tonight, as we take pause to nod approvingly at the upcoming SpaceX project, We also begin to place appreciation in Michelle and Dave's journey through the galaxy and what we'll call Star Wars Episode X. Fission is the splitting of a substantial and dense nucleus into two lighter nuclei. In a contrasting fashion, fusion is the process where two nuclei combine together, releasing vast amounts of energy. While very different and somewhat opposite occurrences, the two processes have an important role in the past, present, and future of energy creation and have similarities in their most crucial outcomes tonight. In a similar likeness, Michelle and Dave both exemplify the processes of fission and fusion through their daily lives. In a case for a comparison to fission, Michelle's brain moves at a bajillion miles per hour, like the speed for which energy is released when a nucleus is divided and the electrons fray into orbit, ready to join other dark forces. Yet, she never seems to forget anything truly important, despite the painstaking speed for which she operates. I like to imagine that this is due to her instinctive usage of lists and spreadsheets to keep track of the absolute smallest of details, which I wish I could emulate. Dave, on the other hand, is a big picture sort of person, much like those scientists that demonstrated their intelligence to perform the out-of-this-world feats by which our surroundings are well known. Dave understands the principles of engineering, where you scale a smaller undertaking into a larger operation that's ready for mass production. That's what makes him a brilliant design thinker, an ideas type of guy that I think of when I envision what I want to become when I grow up. Michelle's basal understanding of the importance of that for which you put into your body, that which you are actively eating, being a direct reflection of your outputs in life, is inspirational. This innate understanding of self-love is quizzically compelling and altogether special in nature. I see Michelle's mother, a nutritionist, stamp upon her daughter each day when I dine with you. I am universally impressed not only by your devotion to a realistic but not all-consuming veganism, but also the self-control demonstrated by oft eating a single filling meal per day, getting up at 3 or 4 a.m. to run 10-plus miles, and not being a couch potato junkie for the rest of your time, similar to the rest of us, myself sadly included. The control you demonstrate daily is much like that which was required by scientists before the fission process takes place. The unstable elements that are split during fission must also be contained so not to debase their containment surroundings. Michelle, you are both that quality container of special virtue and a focus for eternal greatness displayed when that special fission-based creation moment occurs. Dave, on the other hand, is quiet and contemplative by nature. He's that sort of guy. This quality, learned from his father, Bob, is often undervalued and overlooked for its strengths. His gift to reduce a concept to its simplest component and subsequent action is much like the coherence found in the simplicity exemplified by the act of fission. I firsthand experienced his talent to plainly state the obvious many years ago when I asked him how his steak was cooked. Expecting him to pontificate on the vast quality of the cut and cooking of this supreme piece of beef, he stated without any drop of emotion, very tender, very loin. The dryness of his remarks is an indicator of the clarity for which he sees our precious world. It is clarity for which one really desires in basic existence, and I believe that drew Dave to Michelle and her zeal for life's offering. On the day Dave met his future bride, he was enamored with her demonstrative differences, her sense of spirit, her vivacious liveliness, and her complex, as opposed to primitive desire for living life to its fullest. He found these qualities attractive as she is confident, She's a strong person. He found her exotic and four-dimensional in nature, where Dave himself is unadorned in his solidly perspective character. Soon after they met, he made a comment to me that celebrated her as an amazing, holy icon. What greater ideal could a woman want from her future life partner? When considering the similarities between Fusion, our most precious energy hope for the future, and the lovely couple, I recognize that they are both fit and fitting individuals in that they take a personal sense of pride in their lifelong athleticism, even possibly to far beyond extraordinary levels of hope and attainment in the case of Michelle's ultramarathon running and Dave in his dutiful gig as a support act water boy, as well as his rare but private and intermittent desire to try keeping up with her by running along his side. He recently did his first marathon too. When they are both at their best, their talented teamwork is obvious to all, as it is a standard for which all couples, we in this room, all strive. As one takes a last moment to be introspective, one considers Donna's impact on Dave and Michelle's father, Elder Dave, in his gift to his daughter. Both provided a sense of duty, also known as respect and as drive, to their children. From Elder Dave, Michelle received loyalty and determination. From Donna, Dave learned the quality of fiscal self-assuredness and how to achieve the stunning success of a job well done. I am in awe, too, as I send my son to marriage in the near future. Both of these parents gave their children the tools to be successful in life. Well done, friends. David Drager provides his bride's fuel for the journey, and Michelle Taylor gives her husband spirit to spread beyond their surrounding domains. Together, they spread light to us all, a fire and a joy we need in this world that requires truth and integrity. In our most basic of action, we dearly love them both, and I, most selfishly, am proud that they accept me, their artsy friend, as a tag-along. Michelle has helped me realize that it's not only okay, but a sign of worthy strength to be original in all pursuits. Dave has taught me not only about being strong in my professional world, but that being steady and self-assured personally for our combined family is of utmost importance. These are traits held by those that will go far, and for that, we follow you in greatest expectation. I'm almost done, I promise. According to Albert Einstein's famous equation, mass is conserved when turned into energy. As a result, some mass will be consumed in the process. This theory uniquely compares to our galactic couple's journey and amazing experience here today and in the beyond. When I think of Michelle and Dave, I envision limitless spirit, a passion for living in their now, otherwise known as spending mass, and their driving fervor for making their best, also that for their family, the ones that they spend time. Their dedication to sharing life's splendor fuels a big bang of sorts. Michelle and Dave are an astonishing singularity, and we're all proud to have participated as Disney-esque cast members in your collective cosmic journey. Thank you, Michelle and Dave, from all within the Drager-Thompson Loyalist cell, including faithful and heartfelt Chewbacca, for being our trailblazers and secret Sith Lord captains. You will take command of everything around us and everywhere we travel. For that, we are your proud Exegol followers. Congratulations on your future rule as our galactic supreme leaders. We are glad to be your lieutenants in a First Order Armada. Please raise a glass to the bride and groom. Prost.
I am David's sister, and I am also now Michelle's sister. And I am excited now that Michelle is no longer an only. Michelle was one of those people that explained to me the definition of an only, which was obviously a child that doesn't have a brother or sister. And I'm glad to say now, Michelle, that you are no longer an only. But with having David as my brother, and as many of you will notice, I call him David and emphasize David. Yes. You will notice that his immediate family will call him that because that is his given name. And it was when he was around 5 or 6 years old, there were some builders that were coming by to add a deck onto our house, and he was running around as like a preschool, kindergarten age kid, and the builders would say, "Hey, Dave, go get me that hammer. Hey, Dave, go get me those nails." And he'd be like, "Hey, I'm pretty cool, and he would go get those things. And so ever since then, he thought he'd be cool if he'd be called Dave. And so that's what he'd ask everybody to call him. Well, so that started the Dave, but anybody who was his immediate family still called him David. So he will always be my David. Maybe I'll call him Dave. I don't know. We'll see. But it's good to see you two together. And it was interesting to see when, Michelle, I really didn't think you'd ever existed. Because quite a few years back, probably about 10 years back, when he was dating somebody else who happens to rhyme with your name. And after that had ended, he had said he had a list of things he was looking for in a wife. And when he had mentioned all of those things that he was looking for, I'm like, he is never going to find somebody because that person doesn't exist. And he was mentioning somebody that was athletic and intelligent, and was probably either within the sciences or technology, and was sociable and had this huge list. And I'm like, dude, I think you're setting that bar a little too high. And he's like, you know what? I'll wait for her. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then, a few years later, he found you. And I'm like, wow, he found somebody. And so I'm really glad he waited, because you know what? It was amazing. And I guess, good things come to those who wait. And you get what you're waiting for. So congratulations, you two. And raise a glass to the perfect couple.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart.
But you move so carefully, let's start living dangerously.
Talk to me, baby. I'm rolling up on this. Take me baby, your home. Let's go, crazy, crazy. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Keep on hoping with your cake by the ocean.
Walk for me, baby. I'll be baby, you'll be there.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Keep on hoping with your cake by the ocean. Waist down with the masterpiece, waist down with the masterpiece. Let's hear it for the bride and groom. They want more folks. Y'all need to go wild. Here you go. This one goes out to mom, everybody. good, you might want to turn around. This man is killing it out here. Keep it going. Man, this guy. What is your name?
Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tool in his pants. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bird. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the powder real bad, just like the percolator. I move with the letter of pencil. And my romance shit, good night kiss you. Take your damn mad, cause you got pistol. And now I'm damn down to take her all these issues.
One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Chop, chop, real smooth. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Get funky with it. I'm looking for a summer. This is my summer. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big and cold from that thrift shop down the road. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big and cold from that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm looking for a summer. This is what she know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What she knowin' about wearing a fur box skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's come up. Like your granddad, ornamenting that flat button up shirt. Cause right now I'm up in her skirt. I'm at the Goodwill, you can find me in the I'm not stuck on searching in the section. Your grandma, your auntie, your mama, your mammy. I'll take those flannel zebra jammies secondhand and rock that. Whoa.
Today was a fairy tale. Sun, stars, clouds, never you were around. Can you feel this magic in the air? It must have been the way you kissed me. Fell in love when I saw you standing there. It must have been the way. Today was a fairy tale. Must have been the way. Today was a fairy tale. Today was a fairy tale. You got a smile, takes me to another planet. Every move you make, everything. Today was a fairy tale. All that I can say is now it's getting so much clearer. Nothing made sense till the time I saw your face. Today was a fairy tale.
hear it for the bride and groom.